Changing your own oil can be a quick and easy way to make sure that you get the quality oil that you want and to make sure that the job is done right. It only takes a few basic tools, a drain pan, and a pair of gloves. And it's recommended that you change your oil every 3 months or every 3,000 miles. I've saved about $150 a year by doing it myself. So let's get started. The first thing in any project is safety. So always park on a level surface and make sure that the parking brake is engaged. In this case, I've jacked the car up and I put it on jack stands so that you can just get a better look at what I'm doing. But if you have a vehicle like an SUV with a higher ground clearance, this probably won't be necessary. Now, I like to wear latex gloves when I'm working on my vehicle. It just helps keep my hands clean. Before draining the old oil, I'm going to remove the filler cap. It just helps it flow better. The oil drain plug is located right here. Just put your wrench on the plug and turn it left. Remember, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. And be sure to use the wrench that fits. Using pliers or a wrench that doesn't fit can damage the plug and it can cause a real pain down the road. Now, let's let the oil drain for about 15 minutes. Now put the plug back in the pan and tighten it so that it's snug, but don't over-tighten. Now you're ready to change the oil filter. In most vehicles, it's located near the oil pan, but in the newer vehicles, sometimes it's right under the hood. To make the job easier, you may want to use a tool called an oil filter wrench. Though they make a lot of different kinds, this one's the one I prefer because it attaches right to my ratchet and it's specific for my oil filter. To remove it, just slide the wrench over the filter and turn, and watch out for the dripping oil. Before you put the new filter on, there are a couple of things I'd like to recommend. With a little oil on your finger, rub it around the gasket of the filter. Not only does this make for a better seal and help to prevent leaks, but it'll make it a little easier to remove the filter at your next oil change. Next, I like to pour some of the fresh oil into the filter. It helps keep it from being dry the next time you start the engine. When putting the filter back on, be careful not to cross thread or to over tighten. And you really don't need the wrench when putting it back on. Just use your hand and screw it on till it's snug and then go another half turn. Now we're ready to add the fresh oil. But before you go shopping, make sure to check your owner's manual for the weight of the oil your vehicle requires and the quantity that you need. And once you've added all the oil, remove the dipstick to check the level. Now we'll start the car and let it run for a few minutes to get the new oil up into the engine. One final step you'll want to take is to go by Advance Auto Parts and pick up one of these free stickers. On it you can record the next service date 3 months from now, as well as the next service mileage, and then you can place it on the windshield of your car to remind you of when your next oil change is due. And don't forget, bring your used oil back to Advance Auto Parts and we'll recycle it for free.